Dealing with success setbacks can be a challenge. Today we're going to dive into it and talk about what we can do to get ourselves rocketing back into that winning mentality. Roll it. Dealing with success setbacks is daunting. It kills you inside very slowly. I've been there, I understand. The question is, what do we do to get out of it ASAP? Now in the last video we talked about several steps, and I'll link it up here so that you can go click on it and just review it and go through those steps. Understand those steps of being setbacks in general, and they apply to the general norm. When you go through anything, we need to just stop, analyze, start looking for the opportunity, go for the opportunity, and get back on our horse and get going. And we're looking at success in general. It doesn't matter what we're trying to achieve, whether it's on business, on a startup, on gardening, on your hobbies, on your career, on your relationship. It always plays down to the opportunity, and success is very, very, very hard to just kind of like attain on an understanding level, let alone on the actuality, because success always changes. It's never like stale. It never just sits there and you reach that goal and that's it. There's always more. It doesn't stop changing. So how does it look? Well, when we look at those steps and we start looking at that opportunity, because we've had a stalemate with something and now we got to figure out what we're going to do, we got to look at that opportunity, and that opportunity has to be very, very carefully planned out. And in the first video I talked about the plan behind it. I just wanted to touch base more on this. Success will start to change as you start to find your life purpose, that mission you need to do. When you finally find that, it does not end. You keep moving and going for it. It's something that we're not taught in school. We're not taught by anybody really. We can only observe it off people who continually strive to be the best they can be in whatever they found their mission and purpose in life to be. So if you're asking, what do I do? How do I get going again? My success is just not there, and you're dealing with these setback after setback after setback. The question is why, and why do we deal with those, and why do we look at them as setbacks? Is it that we're looking at success as something that it's not? So for instance, if you're thinking that success is all about money and I want to make the most amount of money, that again is a great example of this. I made a video about this and I'm going to find it and link it below. This again is a great example. Money, just once you get a little bit, you want more, and once you get some more, you want more, and it keeps going. You can't put a goal and attach it to a life purpose, because that will never stay the same. It'll keep changing, which puts you in a tough situation mentally. Success will never actually come the way you plan it to be, because you don't remember the original success criteria you had. So let's really look at this and ask yourself, these setbacks I'm having, is it because my expectation is too high? Is it because I planned out everything and it didn't go according to plan to hit that high expectation? Is it because my reality of what was possible on that expectation was just out in left field? If it is around this area of conversation that we're having, then we got to look back and go back to the beginning and really ask yourself, what is the reality of what you're trying to do? Now, if we sit there and we ask ourselves, let's restart, it's hard, and it's one of those things where you don't really want to do it. But the goal of understanding and dealing with those setbacks and success, and in general any kind of setback, but specifically what we look at as success, we can now sit down and say, let's put some realistic goals into place so we can actually achieve those higher goals. So if your goal is to make $1 million by the end of this year, then how do we do that? By achieving the goal slowly so we can hit $1 million. Okay, maybe we can put in an exponential curve so we can really get going in the right direction, instead of continually thinking we're going to make the same amount of money every month and split into, what do we have, 6 to 9 months by the time we all watch this video, and you sit there and you go, well, how many months do I have left? And maybe I can just divide it by that, but maybe we have to put in an exponential scale. And maybe it's views you're looking for on your YouTube channel, right here, me, okay? Or, subscribers. Or it's Facebook ads making money for you. Or maybe it's anything to do that will bring in more business. the question really goes, how can we pace ourselves so that we do see success? Instead of worrying about how you're going to achieve that end big goal, let's start worrying about those smaller goals, and success will start to climb. You'll start seeing it climb. And the reality of it will be that you're not going to just get to that plateau and then be like, okay, I didn't really achieve what I wanted to because I really wanted 10 million, because I started seeing that 1 million mark approach. And this is where we actually start to see how success formulates in our brain, and we can actually calm it down and say, you know what, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Okay, these setbacks I've been having is because I got ahead of myself. Okay, I tried too hard to really achieve these expectations that didn't exist, or they were right out in left field, and when I finally met people that could explain it to me and coach me through it, they really put my eyes in view of what is reality, and now I can set my goals appropriately. And I can look for the opportunities now within this system I've created in my mind and on paper and within the environment of everybody around me. And I can actually achieve these little goals that will reach me to that end goal I really want to see. And I'm not going to give up until I hit it. It's simple. It's going back to accepting what is, sitting down and finding the opportunities that exist, being realistic, and then smashing new goals that will get you there. It's that simple. So if you really want that success and you want to see that success, try it out. Give it a shot. Comment below. Let me know what you think, what kind of things you've tried, where you're at, and what kind of advice you want to see in these videos, and what kind of advice you want to talk about. I've also opened up my Facebook group, so please connect at Mentors Approach, and we'll get you moving in the right direction in a nice environment that's going to be there for support and to see everybody grow in the right direction. Comment, like, and subscribe.
Snow here.